Earlier on, we had a carb overload to help us recover from Paddy's Day, and I'm just actually still eating.
Still eating, still recovering. Shane Smith has stayed with us. He's got a sweet treat to ease us all back into the land of the living, or a food coma. Shane, let's be honest. What are you making for us?
Comfort food at its best. Today we're going to get cracking on a giant chocolate chip cookie. So,
giant chocolate chip.
So this is not for one person. This is
depending on the severity of the night. This could be for one person. Just about, if you're alone at home, go for it. You know what I mean?
Let's go. What are we doing?
You've got our permission
to sleep with your giant chocolate chip cookie.
We got in here some butter, brown sugar, and a little bit of caster sugar. Brown sugar is nice, it gives it a nice kind of a caramelly kind of flavour as well. We're just going to stir in some vanilla essence here. Important to have the butter at room temperature. It's a lot easier. You can do it by hand. If you have a hand mixer, you can work away and use that as well. So we're just throwing in an egg here. So it's a very simple cookie dough mix, but we're just kind of, what we're going to do is we're going to pop it into this.
You say
here.
simple cookie dough mix, but a lot of the time, when they come out, they're either too hard or they're too soft. There isn't that sort of
that chewy,
moist, chewy bit that you always look for in a cookie that you buy.
I think people are afraid to undercook, you know? So cookies are something, and brownies are something that I would always say is to undercook slightly.
You get that
when
soft.
Yeah, exactly. When it cools, it will firm up, but you're better off with that nice little chewy kind of consistency.
Yes.
So what we're going to do with the one today, we have some hazelnuts. We're putting in a chocolate spread in the centre, just to, why not?
To liven things
for the
up
day
a
that's
bit.
in it. We have some flour. Okay. And some bread soda. So the bread soda is your raising agent in there, and that will obviously...
And is this a specialist giant cookie dish?
No, this is just... I've a problem with buying things. I need to stop going into town. This is like a skillet or a pan. If you don't have one of those to put in the oven, a regular baking tin will be fine. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You can get these for cheap enough, though. Oh, God, that's quite heavy.
It's a heavy one. That wasn't cheap.
No.
Is that the ones when you get...
like the sizzling... Yeah, exactly. You can use that as well.
Serve sizzling prawns.
Prawns, gambas, yeah.
Okay, well, that one wasn't cheap.
Did you just buy stuff and then figure out a recipe to do
I spotted it and I was like, do you know, you couldn't leave that behind you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You could.
So I was like, you could easily.
So no home should be without one.
We've got the flour in there, some of the bread soda, and we've added in some chopped hazelnuts and some of the chocolate chips. So basically that's the dough. We're going to pop that then into the little skillet here. The other one's almost ready behind us here.
So you don't put in the chocolate spread at this point?
No, we're going to layer it in the middle.
Oh, right.
So we're just going to spread...
Smudge it in there.
In here. And now we're just going to take our chocolate spread.
And it won't stick to the bottom? You don't need to put some butter or greaseproof paper?
It depends how old it is. If it's something you've had for quite a while, maybe there's no harm in giving it a little greasing up. I suppose it's the same as anything, really, if it's old. We're going to put in the chocolate spread here. And next, we're going to top with more cookie dough. And this pops on top here.
Lovely.
So yeah, that goes on top here into warm oven.
Keep it on the cookie, guys. Keep it on the cookie.
160.
160.
In there.
How long?
In around 35 minutes or so. It's going to take time. Now, this is extremely hot.
And that is undercooking, as you said.
This is a little bit, but the chocolate spread in the centre is going to... I have a little base to go with it.
You couldn't have that for one person. Shane.
You're judging me now.
I am.
Always let it sit for a while, because that's obviously really, really hot. This was fresh from the snow outside. We had it nice and cold.
It was ice cream.
It was, yeah. It's more like a whipped cream now at the moment. This goes on top, and then...
This is obscene.
That's what you get for...
And what do you dig in with this?
I had a spoon here, yes.
You just tuck in?
Yeah, we're sure.
And is it soft?
We're not here to judge. Go on the edges
now.
my
God. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's almost like a pie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it a bit smudgy?
That's a little smudgy again, the chocolate, another few minutes.
Shane, don't forget all of Shane's recipes, not you, for our viewers. Don't forget all of our recipes are up on our website from this morning. Thank you, Shane.
Not a problem, thank you.
Up next now, is it Damo or is it Ivor? We'll be meeting the man behind the comedy duo, Andy Quirks, here next.